Hello and welcome to my video, Small YouTuber 1 month in, where I give you tips and tricks on the things that I've learned so far. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. So I want to start with the few things that I've upgraded since my 1 week in video, which you can see the link to here. The first one is this mic. It's a £12 mic. I have no affiliate links, just so you know. I just searched it through Amazon and this is what I found. So I've decided I'm going to give this one back because I'm not that impressed by it. I've put it in the comments below so you know what it is. I've just bought another one, a BO mic, which I've also put in the description below. That hasn't arrived yet, so I will let you know how that goes in my next update. The second thing that I've done is I downloaded and paid for Filmic Pro. Now I've heard some really good things about this app, but it is complicated. And as you can see, I haven't quite worked out the lighting and the settings that I think will produce the best video. However, I do recommend you do it because it opens up a lot of options and it's only about £13.50 here in the UK. Be warned though, there are some add-ons. I don't think you need any of those straight away, but it's something just to be aware of. It's worth mentioning for all of these, I have no affiliate links, I'm completely independent, and these are just my personal step-ups, I guess, in improving my video and audio quality. I always had one of those light rings, and I still do. My setup is currently where my OnePlus, which is the phone I'm recording on, is hooked to the light ring. So you do get shadows and you can probably see it behind me. However, for now, I think it's okay. And especially if you're starting, I don't think you should get too focused on getting those shadows to disappear. I think you should more focus on the quality of your content. Now, let's move on to the SEO, the titles and the descriptions that I talked about briefly in my first video. Now for this one, I think what I've learned more so than anything is to research your titles first, then put it through your SEO, so something like TubeBuddy or vidIQ. I have TubeBuddy, and once again, completely independent. I've never used vidIQ, but I also hear there's good things about that. By doing that, it gives you the opportunity to work out if the video you make and when you publish it, if it's even going to appear on the first page, you'll get a search rank. Now, if anybody's got a question of how to do this, let me know and I can make a video, but there's loads of tutorials out there on YouTube already. So I'm just going to walk through a little bit of how to get your title before you make a video. So the first thing you should do is go on to Keyword Explorer on, say, TubeBuddy, you put your title name in there, and what that'll do is it'll tell you how your video will rank in terms of performing on that first page or even appearing on that first page. From here, you can modify it slightly because there'll be keyword suggestions. Those suggestions will allow you to basically push your rank up. Once you get something which is, I don't know, fair to good to excellent performance, you can then start focusing on making the video. Make the video and now make sure that you use the SEO optimizer, which is this little part here. And what that basically does is make sure that you put your title in your description and you also put it as your first tag. What that allows YouTube to do is it makes its analytics pick up your video and put it where it should be and gives you more chance of getting more views and more subscribers, hopefully. If anyone wants to know how this works in practice, do let me know in the comments and I can talk you through it, or there's loads of videos out there, or I can make a video if you prefer. The second thing I want to talk about is shorts. This seems to be quite a popular thing right now. I have tried a few on my channel and they haven't really kicked off, but that doesn't mean people haven't found success. In fact, a lot of people have talked about how some of their shorts have exploded, i.e. they've got loads of views. The other side of it is though, people have said their shorts explode, but they don't really get many more subscribers. So just think about if it fits in with your channel. Maybe try a few. A lot of people have said, make sure you try between 6 and 7 before you give up on shorts. I think I'm at about 5, so I might try a few more. The third thing I want to talk about is editing. Now I use Shotcut, which is a free software and it's not bad, it's quite simple and it doesn't allow me to do a huge amount, but what it does do is allow me to modify videos in the way I want to and keep it quite simple. And I think when you're starting off, that's quite important. You don't want to get too much into the editing process where you don't actually get the video out there, because timing on a lot of videos is really important, especially if you're doing reviews such as me, such as movie and TV reviews, where the timing is critical. One of the things I mentioned in my first video, and I want to re-mention here because I think it's so important, don't do sub for subs, because you're going to get subscriptions where people won't watch your videos when they come out, which makes your view counts really low and it makes it all pointless because you want to organically grow your channel. I've also learned that advertising your videos in the correct way is brilliant, i.e. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. So I've got Instagram, Facebook, and I've just set up a TikTok account. And it's really strange because my TikTok account gets a lot of views, even though the videos have to be less than 60 seconds. But looking at my traffic and how it's driven through, actually Facebook is the one that brings in the most views. So when I mean advertising, I mean just posting it onto your page, not paying for the advertisement. Just make sure when you do it, you're not asking people to just view it for the sake of viewing it. i.e., if you join all these YouTube groups, the last thing you want to do is be trying to post, look, check out my review of this movie on a random vlogging site view. No one wants to look at that. It'll just frustrate them. Also, don't just drop your link in. A lot of these groups say you are not allowed to promote your videos or your channel. So you can ask the admin after a while, once you've engaged, if it links to what they're talking about, whether people will be interested. Think about how you do it. You can make it smarter. And normally a lot of admins will turn around and say, yes, that's fine, because you're adding value to what these people want to watch. I also make sure that I post on Instagram when I release a new video. And what that does is it allows people on my Instagram to know what I'm going to do, what I might be doing next, and then they can come and click on it via my link in my bio. Now, don't forget with Instagram, unless you have 10,000 followers, you can't have a direct link. So I just put it in my bio, and that's a good way to start building your followers. I mean, I started with 0, and I think I have around 250 now. There's 2 last points I want to go through. The first one is metrics. Now, don't get too involved in metrics, because what I've realized and what I've learned through other YouTube videos and research is that unless you've done 25 to 30 videos, chances are your metric and your data is not solid enough for you to rely on it, which means that you're just going to get bogged down by numbers. And what that can do is make you really frustrated. And it also got me down initially. But you need to reflect on how far you've come and just wait 20 to 30 videos and then look at it. Now, there is a slight flip side to this. One of the metrics which is quite useful is the engagement time, because I think you can pick that up quite quickly, especially after about 10 videos. And that's something that I've done. Now, what I mean by engagement time is if you go into your YouTube analytics, and you can even type that into Google, YouTube analytics, and as long as you're signed in, it will take you to it. Look at your engagement and look at your retention time. Now, that's basically how long somebody is watching your videos. And I've learned that anything above about 35% is good. As you can see that my retention time fluctuates, but what that does show me is that the videos which have a higher retention time, clearly there's something I'm doing right. So I'm going to focus on making more videos like this, and that's the plan. And there was one final note. In some of my earlier videos, I did a intro per se, i.e. a skit or a little showing of my name with what I do. I've realized that at this small stage, it's probably not that good of an idea, because the engagement is in the first 10 to 15 seconds of if someone's going to view your video. So I have actually got rid of it and gone straight to the point. And what I will be focusing on is the hook instead, which is the first 10 to 15 seconds of your video, where someone who comes to view it, this is what they're looking for, and this is what keep them watching the video. So if you can get that right, then I think you'll get a better retention rate. And better retention rate means you go further up the YouTube ranking list, which means you will get more views. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful. Do let me know in the comments if there's anything else you want me to talk about. Do give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. I will be making another one of these. I think I might wait till the 3-month mark before I make that video. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.